I am Sugandhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Now I am going to explain about Unit 4, Fuel and Combustion. After completion of the module, the student should be able to illustrate the quality of fuel by its properties. Fuel. Fuel is a combustible substance which gives heat energy on burning. It contains carbon as a major constituent. Combustion. Combustion is an exothermic chemical reaction takes place in the presence of oxygen with the evolution of heat and light. Calorific value. What is calorific value? The total amount of heat liberated when unit mass of fuel burned completely. Coal. Coal is a primary solid fuel that is formed as a result of alteration of vegetable matter under favorable condition. The process of conversion of vegetable matter into coal is called coalification. Wood is converted into peat, then lignite, then bituminous coal, then anthracite. Analysis of coal. To assess the quality of coal, two types of analysis are made: proximate analysis and ultimate analysis. Proximate analysis, it involves the determination of percentage of moisture content, volatile matter, ash content and fixed carbon in coal. Moisture content. About 1 gram of powdered coal sample is taken in a crucible and heated to 100 to 105 degrees centigrade in an electric hot air oven for 1 hour. The loss in weight of the sample is found out and the percentage of moisture is calculated as percentage of moisture content is equal to loss in weight of coal divided by weight of air dried coal into 100. Volatile matter. After analyzing moisture content, the crucible with residual coal sample is converted with a lid and is heated to 950 plus or minus 20 degrees for 7 minutes in an electric furnace. The loss in weight of the sample is found out and percentage of volatile matter is calculated as percentage of volatile matter is equal to loss in weight of coal divided by weight of moisture free coal into 100. Ash content. After analyzing volatile matter, the crucible with residual coal sample is heated without lid at 700 plus or minus 50 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes in an electric furnace. The loss in weight of the sample is found out and the percentage of ash is calculated. Percentage of ash equal to weight of ash formed divided by weight of air dried coal into 100. Fixed carbon. It is determined by subtracting the sum of moisture, volatile matter and ash contents from 100. The formula is percentage of fixed carbon is equal to 100 minus percentage of moisture content plus volatile content plus ash content. Next, ultimate analysis. It involves determination of percentage of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur and oxygen in coal. First, carbon and hydrogen. A known amount of coal sample burned in a current of oxygen in a combustion apparatus. Carbon and hydrogen present in the coal sample is converted into carbon dioxide and water molecule. Carbon plus oxygen to give carbon dioxide, hydrogen plus half molecule of oxygen to give water. The liberated carbon dioxide and water vapors are absorbed by potassium hydroxide and anhydrous calcium chloride tube of known weights. The increase in weight of potassium hydroxide tube is due to the absorption of carbon dioxide. The increase in weight of calcium chloride tube is due to the absorption of water. From the weight of carbon dioxide and water absorbed, the percentage of carbon and hydrogen present in the coal can be calculated. Percentage of carbon in coal is equal to increase in weight of KOH tube divided by weight of coal sample into 12 divided by 44 into 100. 44 is the molecular weight of carbon dioxide. Percentage of hydrogen in coal increase in weight of calcium chloride tube divided by weight of coal sample into 12 divided by 18 into 100. 18 is the molecular weight of water. Nitrogen. Determination of nitrogen content is carried out by Geldahl's method. A known amount of powdered coal sample is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid in a long-necked flask. Nitrogen in the coal is converted into ammonium sulfate. N2 plus 3H2 plus H2SO4 to give NH4 twice SO4. The clear solution is then heated with excess of NaOH and the liberate ammonia is distilled over and absorbed in the known volume of HCl. NH4 twice SO4 plus 2 NaOH to give 2 NH3 plus Na2SO4 plus 2 H2O. NH3 plus HCl to give NH4Cl. The volume of unused HCl is then determined by titrating against stranded sodium hydroxide. This is the amount of acid neutralized by liberated nitrogen is calculated. Percentage of nitrogen in coal is equal to 1.4 into volume of acid consumed into normality divided by weight of coal sample into 100. Sulfur. A known amount of coal sample is burnt in a bomb calorimeter. During this process, sulfur is converted into sulfate which is extracted with water. The extract is then treated with barium chloride solution so that the sulfates are precipitated as barium sulfate. The precipitated is filtered, dried and weighed. From the weight of barium sulfate, sulfur present in the coal is calculated. Percentage of sulfur in coal is equal to weight of barium sulfate divided by weight of coal sample into 32 divided by 233 into 100. 233 is the molecular weight of barium sulfate. Ash content. The crucible with residual coal sample is heated without lid at 700 plus or minus 50 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes in an electric furnace. The loss in weight of coal sample is found out and percentage of ash content is calculated. Percentage of ash is equal to weight of ash formed divided by weight of air dried coal into 100. Oxygen. The percentage of oxygen is calculated as percentage of oxygen in coal is equal to 100 minus percentage of carbon plus percentage of hydrogen plus percentage of nitrogen plus percentage of sulfur and percentage of ash. Possible university questions. Part A. Classify the varieties of coal. Define calorific value of a fuel. Then part B. Outline the analysis of coal by proximate method. Explain the ultimate analysis of coal. Thank you for watching.